Hi, I'm Tasha with Pathways to Peace Counseling, and today I wanted to talk to you about Feelings Candyland. If I was going to pick one game to help kids for all sorts of different issues, whether it's anxiety, anger, impulse control, grief, this game is where it's at because this game teaches children how to communicate their emotions in a positive way. So what I've made is a little cheat sheet, and this tells you how to play Feelings Candyland at home. And what you do is when you land on the different colors, each turn you're going to talk about a different emotion. So when you land on a red one, you'll say, I feel angry when my friend yells at me. And on the orange one, it says embarrassed, but sometimes I do lonely because embarrassed is a little bit difficult for little ones. But I would say, I feel embarrassed when people laugh at me. And as kids go around the board, they get to use I statements. So this teaches assertive communication. Kids are going to say, I feel angry when this happens. I feel sad when this happens. And that means that they are taking ownership of their own feelings instead of using blaming words and throwing their emotions at other people. So it's a very healthy, assertive way of communicating emotions. Another thing about it is by the time you get to the end of the game, it's hard to think of another time that you were angry or scared or sad because you've let out all of that pent up emotion that's been built up over time. And so it's a great way of helping kids just let out all the emotion that they've had built up over a long period of time. Another thing that's great about it is modeling. The adult playing the game with the child is able to model appropriate behavior. They're able to show what to do when you're frustrated. They're able to show how to communicate your emotions in a healthy way. They're able to show how to support and connect with one another whenever they're telling a story about a time they were sad. So kids are picking up on all of these social cues and they're learning how to deal with just disappointment that happens when you're playing a game. If you're towards the end and then you draw this pink card with a cupcake and you have to go back to the beginning, you have to deal with that disappointment of, I almost won and now I have to go back. I'm probably not going to win the game. And to learn it's okay to not win the game. Another thing that's really important about this game is it can be used as an assessment tool. So as kids are telling about the different experiences that they've had, they're talking about their triggers, they're talking about school stressors, they're talking about family stressors, they're talking about all the things that make them feel big emotions. And so I'm making a mental note. And so I'm planning out my next few sessions with the information that I've gathered from this game. So I know that, oh, we need to work on social skills. So I'm going to be grabbing my social skill games, or I'm going to be grabbing games about communication or whatever those triggers are that kids really need to work through next. And if we're able to model coping skills, there is so much that you can do in this little game. You can pick up Candyland at pretty much any store that sells games, very inexpensive. Be sure to go to pathwaystopeacecounseling.com and you can download this free little printout. And so it's just going to teach you how to play this game. And I do this in individual sessions with kids, but I've also done it in group sessions with kids. You can do this in family sessions. And I give this to every single family that comes into my office because if families can play this at home, their home life is going to get so much better because everybody in the family is going to learn these vital skills to help them communicate better and to process their emotions in a healthy way. And if you can get the whole family doing it, you're going to see lasting change. So I hope you get over to Pathways to Peace Counseling and get this thing, but also check out all the other games we have. I have tons of free resources, but I've got over 70 books and games on the website for pretty much any issue that kids might be dealing with. So be sure to check it out. Again, it's at pathwaystopeacecounseling.com.